So the journey, the exploration in this process of inquiry, of exploration, is a recognition. It's a recognition that you are that. You are that knows. You are the knowingness, the beingness, the presence, not a body-mind. It's a key understanding that as long as you are identifying with a body-mind, there is no peace and happiness possible. There's no way around it. No way around it. It's from the spring that all rivers and streams flow. It's from the source that all unfoldings unfold. The world, what you perceive as the world, the body-mind experience, flows from the source. You have to come to the source, realize the source, realize what you truly are. It's not so complicated. You are the reality of your experience. You are not your experience, you are the reality of your experience. Your experience arises out of you, out of your freedom, out of your choice. But you are not the experience. You perceive the tree, but you are not the tree. Yes, you perceive a thought, but you are not the thought. You perceive this room, this perception, but you are not the perception. You are not defined by the tree. You say, okay, this is an oak tree. But the oak tree does not define you. If you say, I am an oak tree, well, you could say that I am all oak trees, all rivers, all streams, all stars and all galaxies and all people and everything. Okay, now you're more in line. But if you say I am an oak tree, well, be careful, because before you know it, the squirrels might believe you, and you're gonna find all sorts of nibbling at your toes, and in your hair they're gonna be building nests. Yeah. So you are the knower, the perceiver of the perceived. You know, and you define the oak tree. You say, this is an oak tree. Yes? You say, this is an oak tree, right? You say, this is a forest. Yes? Nobody else is saying that. I'm saying, this is a forest. So you define what you perceive. Yes? You define your perception. Yes? We agree. We agree. This is a forest. So we, meaning I, because we is I am we, I is one I. I say, this is a forest. I define my perception. Yes? But my perception does not define me. My perception does not know me. I know my perception, but my perception does not know me. Yes? So thus, if you're perceiving a bodily sensation, if you're perceiving a female body, or you're perceiving a thought, you don't identify with it. You don't identify with the forest. You don't say, I am the forest. Yes, you don't identify with what you perceive. You don't identify with bodily sensations, with thoughts, with memories. You're the knower of them. You perceive them floating by, like the wide open sky perceives the clouds floating by. This wide open sky does not say, oh, I am this cloud. Right? No. The wide open sky says nothing. Nothing. It just is. It is infinite space, which we refer to as peace and happiness. Freedom, peace and happiness. That is what I am, what this I that I refer to, that we refer to. That is what I is. I am peace, freedom and happiness. That's your contemplation. So if you have any questions,